Decide with absolute certainty success is not something that happens by chance. It is not a result of luck, nor is it reserved for a select few. Success is a decision, a conscious commitment to a vision so powerful that nothing can stand in its way. The moment you decide that 2025 will be yours, that it will be the year where everything changes, where you step into the highest version of yourself, is the moment you take control of your destiny. But this decision cannot be weak. It cannot be filled with hesitation, doubt, or second guessing. It must be absolute. It must be unwavering. It must be backed by a level of certainty so strong that failure is no longer an option. Most people never truly decide. They wish, they hope, they tell themselves they want success, but the moment they face an obstacle, they retreat. Why? Because they never made a real decision. A decision is backed by commitment. It is backed by action. When you truly decide that 2025 will be yours, you eliminate every excuse. You burn the bridges to your past limitations. You no longer allow circumstances, fear, or external conditions to dictate your future. You step into a state of total ownership where you become the creator of your life, rather than a victim of your circumstances. True decision-making requires emotional intensity. You must link your decision to a powerful reason that ignites your soul. What will it cost you if you do not commit fully? What pain will you experience if you stay the same? If another year passes without significant change, without stepping into the success you know you are capable of? Feel that pain deeply, because pain is a powerful motivator. When you make the pain of staying the same greater than the pain of growth, transformation becomes inevitable. On the other side of that pain is the life you desire. The greatest achievers in the world, the ones who break barriers, the ones who defy the odds, all have one thing in common. They made a decision and never looked back. They did not wait for the perfect moment because they understood that perfection is an illusion. They acted despite fear. They moved forward when they didn't have all the answers. They created momentum through sheer willpower, refusing to allow doubt to creep into their minds. They conditioned themselves to believe so deeply in their vision that their success became inevitable. This level of certainty is not something you were born with. It is something you cultivate. It is something you create through repetition, through focus, through a relentless commitment to reinforcing the belief that your future is in your hands. Every day, you must condition your mind to see your success as already done. Speak it into existence, visualize it, feel it, train yourself to experience the emotions of success before it happens, because when your mind believes it as truth, your actions will follow. Your body will respond. Your subconscious will align every part of you toward making it real. Most people set goals, but very few ever achieve them. The difference is that those who succeed do not merely set goals, they make them a must. They remove any option of failure. When you make something a must, your entire psychology shifts. You no longer negotiate with yourself. You do what needs to be done, no matter how you feel, no matter what obstacles arise. Excuses become irrelevant. The only thing that matters is progress, forward movement, action. The world will throw challenges at you. Life will test your commitment. But if you have truly decided, if your certainty is unshakable, nothing can stop you. Temporary setbacks will not break you. They will fuel you. Discomfort will not scare you, it will excite you, because you will know that growth only comes from pushing beyond your comfort zone. Imagine looking back at the end of 2025, knowing you gave it everything, knowing that you committed fully, that you stepped into your power, that you refused to accept anything less than the extraordinary life you deserve. That future starts with a decision today, not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Decide with absolute certainty that 2025 will be yours. Decide that nothing will stand in your way. Decide that no matter what it takes, you will rise, you will conquer, and you will make this year the turning point in your life. Raise your standards. The quality of life is directly linked to the standards a person sets for themselves. Every result, every success, every failure, everything is a reflection of the standards that have been accepted. People do not get what they wish for, they get what they tolerate. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who remain stuck is not intelligence, talent, or resources. It is the level of expectation they hold for themselves. When someone raises their standards, everything changes. Most people set goals, but few raise their standards to match those goals. They say they want financial success, but they continue to tolerate procrastination, distractions, and low-effort habits. They say they want an incredible body, but they tolerate skipping workouts and eating whatever is convenient. They say they want to build an extraordinary life, but they continue to associate with negative people, waste time on meaningless activities, and allow fear to dictate their decisions. This is the harsh reality. Life does not give people what they want. It gives them what they demand from themselves. There is a moment in every person's life when they must decide what they will no longer accept. A moment where they say, "This is beneath me. This is not who I am. This is not the life I was meant to live." That decision is the turning point. It is the moment everything shifts, where an internal fire ignites, and the excuses that once held power become irrelevant. Raising standards is not about motivation. Motivation is temporary and it fades the moment difficulty arises. Standards are different. A standard is a rule set in stone, an expectation that is non-negotiable. When something becomes a standard, it is no longer a choice. There is no debate. It is a must. If the standard is to wake up early and attack the day with energy, then it happens no matter what. If the standard is to take care of health, then no excuse is valid. If the standard is to operate with integrity and excellence in every action, then nothing less is acceptable. Think about the most successful people in the world. They do not simply work hard when they feel like it. They do not push themselves when it is convenient. Their standard is relentless action, discipline, and an obsession with excellence. They do not lower their expectations to match their circumstances. They elevate their mindset to rise above them. When things get tough, their standards keep them moving forward. While others make excuses, they find a way. While others settle for mediocrity, they demand greatness. The environment plays a crucial role in maintaining high standards. The people who are consistently achieving at the highest levels surround themselves with others who push them to be better. They do not allow negative, complacent, or weak-minded individuals to influence them. They seek out those who challenge them, inspire them, and hold them accountable, because when the standard is set high, being around anything less feels unacceptable. There is no such thing as standing still. Every day, a person is either growing or declining. The moment they lower their standards, even slightly, they begin to slide backward. It may not be noticeable at first, but over time, the impact becomes undeniable. The body weakens, the mind dulls, and opportunities slip away. This is why raising standards is not a one-time decision. It is a continuous commitment. Every day is a chance to demand more, to elevate expectations, and to push beyond what was once thought possible. For those who truly want to make 2025 the most transformative year of their life, raising standards is non-negotiable. It means no longer accepting half efforts, no longer tolerating excuses, and no longer allowing old patterns to dictate the future. It means setting a new benchmark for success, one that is so high that it forces growth, forces change, and forces the emergence of the most powerful version of oneself. It does not matter where a person starts. What matters is what they demand of themselves moving forward. The decision to raise standards creates a ripple effect in every area of life. Relationships improve because the standard for communication, respect, and connection is elevated. Finances grow because the standard for work ethic, discipline, and wealth building shifts. Health transforms because the standard for self-care, energy, and vitality increases. Everything levels up when the standard is raised. Imagine looking back a year from now and realizing that everything changed because of a single decision, to no longer accept anything less than extraordinary. That moment is available now. The opportunity to redefine what is possible, to operate at an entirely new level, to create a life that was once only imagined is right here. The only thing that stands in the way is the old standard, the limitations that have been unconsciously accepted for too long. The time has come to break free. The time has come to demand more. The time has come to raise the standard and never look back. Master your mindset and emotions. Every breakthrough begins in the mind. Every success, every failure, every moment of progress or stagnation, it all starts with the thoughts, beliefs, and emotions that dominate daily life. The difference between those who rise above challenges and those who crumble under pressure is not their circumstances, resources, or intelligence. It is their ability to control their mindset and master their emotions. Without this mastery, even the most talented individuals will struggle, but with it, anyone can create extraordinary results regardless of where they start. Most people live as if their emotions control them, reacting to situations instead of shaping them. They allow fear, doubt, frustration, and uncertainty to dictate their actions. They wake up feeling tired and tell themselves the day will be difficult. They face rejection and immediately assume they are not good enough. They experience a setback and start believing success is impossible. This cycle continues because they never take control of their inner world. But the truth is, emotions are not something that just happen. They are created. They are generated by thoughts, focus, physiology, and conditioning. And just like anything else, they can be mastered. Mastering emotions starts with mastering focus. Whatever the mind consistently focuses on will shape emotions and ultimately actions. If the focus is always on what is wrong, what is missing, or what might go wrong, emotions will reflect that negativity. On the other hand, if the focus is on possibilities, solutions, and gratitude, emotions will shift into a powerful state. The key is awareness, being conscious of where attention is directed at all times, because whatever is focused on expands. If the mind is trained to focus on opportunities instead of obstacles, confidence instead of fear, and progress instead of failure, everything begins to shift. But focus alone is not enough. The way the body is used has a direct impact on emotions. Try standing tall, breathing deeply, smiling, and speaking with power. Instantly, energy changes. Now, try slouching, taking shallow breaths, and speaking in a low, uncertain tone. The difference is undeniable. This is because physiology controls emotions just as much as thoughts do. Those who feel stuck in negative emotional patterns must first change how they move, how they breathe, how they carry themselves. Energy is not something that appears out of nowhere. It is created through motion. The fastest way to change an emotional state is to change physical state. This is why top performers in any field train their bodies just as much as their minds. Strength, posture, and movement all influence the level of confidence, power, and certainty that is brought into each day. The third key to mastering emotions is breaking limiting beliefs. A belief is simply a thought repeated enough times that it becomes reality in the mind. Some people believe they are not smart enough, not talented enough, not lucky enough, or not capable of achieving their goals. These beliefs are not facts. They are just patterns of thinking that have been reinforced over time. But just as they were created, they can be destroyed and replaced with new, empowering beliefs. The most successful people in the world believe, without a doubt, that they are capable of achieving whatever they set their minds to. This belief fuels their actions, their decisions, and their persistence. The moment a limiting belief is shattered, new possibilities open up. And the fastest way to break a limiting belief is through action. Nothing rewires the brain faster than taking bold steps forward despite fear and proving that success is possible. Emotions are also influenced by meaning. Every event, every situation, and every experience in life is given meaning by the mind. The same event can either be seen as a disaster or an opportunity, depending on perspective. Someone who loses a job can believe they are a failure, or they can believe it is the push they needed to start their own business. Someone who faces rejection can see it as proof they are not good enough, or they can see it as feedback to improve and come back stronger. The meaning assigned to experiences will determine emotional response. Those who master their emotions train themselves to assign empowering meanings to everything. They do not see setbacks as failures, they see them as lessons. They do not see challenges as obstacles, they see them as opportunities for growth. This shift in meaning is what separates those who stay stuck from those who rise above. But emotional mastery is not just about overcoming negativity, it is about generating peak states consistently. The most powerful emotions, confidence, passion, gratitude, excitement, are not random. They can be cultivated daily. This is why rituals and habits are critical. Whether it is through movement, meditation, visualization, affirmations, or surrounding oneself with powerful influences, emotions must be trained like a muscle. Just as the body requires daily conditioning to stay strong, emotions require daily conditioning to stay in a peak state. Those who leave their emotional state to chance will always be at the mercy of their environment, but those who train themselves to control their emotions will be unstoppable. Mastering mindset and emotions is the foundation for achieving anything in life. Without it, success is impossible. But with it, no challenge is too great, no goal is too ambitious, and no obstacle is too big to overcome. The ability to take control of thoughts, focus, beliefs, and energy is the greatest advantage anyone can have. And once this mastery is achieved, success in every area of life becomes inevitable. Take massive, purpose-driven action. Nothing in life changes without action. Dreams remain dreams, ideas fade into nothingness, and potential stays untapped unless there is movement, but not just any action. massive, purpose-driven action, the kind of action that creates momentum, breaks through obstacles, and forces growth. Too many people wait. They wait for the right time, the right opportunity, the right feeling. They wait until they have more information, more confidence, more clarity. But waiting is the enemy of progress. Action is what creates clarity. Action is what builds confidence. Action is what turns an idea into reality. Most people take action based on how they feel in the moment. If they feel motivated, they push forward. If they feel tired or uncertain, they hesitate. This inconsistency is what keeps them stuck. Those who achieve great things operate differently. They do not wait to feel ready. They take action regardless of how they feel. They understand that emotions follow motion. The simple act of taking a step forward, even when there is fear or doubt, generates energy. And once movement begins, momentum builds. What once seemed impossible starts to feel achievable. The hardest part is always the beginning. But once action becomes a habit, it becomes the new standard. The key to taking massive action is having a clear and compelling purpose. That without purpose, action feels forced. It feels like effort without direction. But when there is a deep reason behind every step forward, action becomes automatic. A strong purpose fuels discipline. It eliminates hesitation. It creates an unstoppable drive. Those who succeed at the highest level are obsessed with their purpose. They know exactly why they are doing what they do. Their vision is so clear and powerful that it pulls them forward even when the journey gets tough. This is what separates those who try from those who commit fully. Obstacles are inevitable. No matter how talented or prepared someone is, there will always be challenges. But obstacles are not what stop people. Lack of persistence does. When action is taken only when things are easy, progress is temporary. But when action is taken no matter what, breakthroughs happen. The ones who succeed are the ones who keep pushing when others quit. They do not see obstacles as roadblocks, they see them as tests. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow, to become stronger, to prove how committed they truly are. Taking massive action also means eliminating excuses. Excuses are the silent killers of success. They are easy to make, easy to justify, and easy to hide behind. But they do nothing except hold people back. I don't have enough time, I don't have enough resources, I don't know where to start. These are all just stories that create limitations. The truth is, if something matters enough, a way will be found. The most successful people are not the ones who have perfect circumstances. They are the ones who refuse to let circumstances define them. They take what they have and maximize it. They start where they are and figure things out as they go. Action must also be relentless. One good day of effort is not enough. One burst of motivation will not create lasting change. The greatest results come from consistent, focused action over time. Every day is an opportunity to build momentum, to get closer to the goal. Those who win are the ones who refuse to slow down. They do not let setbacks define them. They do not let distractions pull them away. They wake up every day and move forward, even when it is difficult, even when they feel tired, even when there is uncertainty, because they know that success is not about intensity, it is about persistence. Taking massive action does not mean being reckless. It does not mean acting without thinking. It means being strategic, learning from mistakes and adjusting along the way. Those who take action without learning will repeat the same mistakes. But those who take action, evaluate results, and make improvements will continue to grow. The most successful people are not afraid to fail because they know failure is just feedback. Every mistake is a lesson. Every setback is data. They use it all to get better, faster, and stronger. Massive, purpose-driven action is the key to transformation. No matter how big the goal, no matter how far the dream seems, action is the bridge between where someone is now and where they want to be. It is the difference between wishing and achieving. It is the fuel that turns potential into results. The time for hesitation is over. The time for waiting is over. The time for excuses is over. The only thing that matters now is movement. Start today. Start now. Take the first step, then another, and never stop. Because once action becomes a way of life, success becomes inevitable. Develop unshakable confidence. Confidence is the foundation of all success. It determines how challenges are faced, how opportunities are pursued, and how setbacks are handled. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle is often not talent, intelligence, or resources. It is belief. The belief in one's own abilities, the belief that success is possible, and the belief that no matter what happens, the strength to overcome will always be there. Without confidence, hesitation creeps in, doubt takes control, fear dictates actions, but with unshakable confidence, nothing is out of reach. Confidence is not something people are born with. It is built. It is created through repeated actions, experiences, and mindset shifts. Too many people wait for confidence before they take action. They believe they need to feel ready before they can go after what they want. But confidence does not come first. Action does. The moment a person steps outside of their comfort zone, even if they feel afraid, they begin to build confidence. The first time may feel uncertain, the second time may feel uncomfortable, but with enough repetition, certainty grows. What once felt impossible becomes second nature. The way confidence is built is by keeping promises to oneself. Every time a person sets a goal and follows through, their confidence grows. Every time they say they will do something and actually do it, their belief in themselves strengthens. On the other hand, every broken promise weakens confidence. When someone says they will wake up early and they hit snooze, they teach themselves that their word means nothing. When they commit to a goal but constantly procrastinate, they reinforce self-doubt. Confidence is not about external validation. It is about internal trust. When a person knows they can rely on themselves, no challenge is too great. Another key to developing confidence is mastering self-talk. The words that are spoken internally have power. If the mind is filled with thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," "I always fail," or "I don't deserve success," then confidence will always be weak. But when the language changes to, "I can handle this," "I always find a way," and "I deserve success," the entire mindset shifts. The brain believes what it is told repeatedly. Those who build unstoppable confidence train themselves to speak in a way that empowers them rather than limits them. They refuse to let negative self-talk dictate their future. Confidence is also built through physical presence. The way someone carries themselves influences how they feel. Standing tall, breathing deeply, moving with energy. These small adjustments create an immediate shift in confidence. When someone slouches, speaks softly, and avoids eye contact, they send signals to their brain that they are uncertain. But when they walk with purpose, make strong eye contact, and speak with conviction, their internal state follows. The mind and body are connected. Mastering one helps strengthen the other. Surroundings also play a major role in confidence. Being around negative people, doubters, and complainers will drain energy and feed insecurity, but being around driven, successful, and supportive individuals will elevate confidence. The environment influences beliefs more than most people realize. Those who want to develop unshakable confidence must be intentional about who they spend time with. They must seek out mentors, role models, and communities that push them to grow rather than hold them back. Another powerful way to strengthen confidence is by embracing failure. Too many people fear failure because they see it as a sign of weakness. But failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of success. Every great achiever has failed more times than they can count. The difference is they do not let failure define them. They use it as fuel. They analyze what went wrong, adjust their approach, and come back stronger. When failure is embraced as a lesson rather than a setback, confidence grows. It removes the fear of taking risks and allows people to push beyond their limits. Confidence is also about resilience. Life will never be perfect. There will always be challenges, obstacles, and unexpected difficulties. Those who have unshakable confidence do not crumble under pressure. They trust themselves to handle whatever comes their way. They know that even if they fall, they will rise again. This inner strength is what allows them to take bold action, to step into uncertainty, and to chase their biggest dreams without hesitation. Ultimately, confidence is a choice. It is a muscle that must be exercised daily. It is built through actions, through mindset shifts, and through a relentless commitment to growth. Those who develop unshakable confidence do not wait for permission to go after what they want. They step forward, take action, and create the life they desire. The only limits that exist are the ones that are accepted. The moment confidence is mastered, the moment belief in oneself becomes unshakable, everything changes. There are no more doubts, no more excuses, only unstoppable momentum towards success. Cultivate relentless discipline. Success is never about luck. It is never about talent alone. It is about discipline, the ability to show up every single day regardless of circumstances and do what needs to be done. Most people start strong, they feel excited, motivated, and ready to take action, but when the excitement fades, when things get difficult, when the results don't come as fast as they expected, they slow down, they make excuses, they start looking for shortcuts. But discipline is what separates those who wish from those who achieve. It is what turns ideas into reality. It is what keeps momentum alive long after motivation disappears. Discipline is not about feeling like doing something. It is about doing it whether the feeling is there or not. The most successful individuals in the world do not rely on motivation because they know it is unreliable. Some days it is easy to feel inspired and take action. Other days it feels like a struggle, but discipline does not care about feelings. It is about commitment. It is about setting a standard and refusing to drop below it. It is about doing the work even when no one is watching, even when no one is applauding, even when no immediate reward is in sight. Most people let their emotions dictate their actions. If they feel tired, they rest. If they feel unmotivated, they procrastinate. If they feel discouraged, they quit. But true discipline means controlling emotions instead of being controlled by them. It means waking up early when the body wants to sleep. It means pushing forward when the mind wants to stop. It means sticking to the plan no matter what distractions arise. It is about deciding once and for all that nothing will get in the way of progress. Not discomfort, not fear, not excuses. One of the fastest ways to build discipline is by mastering daily habits. Every action, no matter how small, reinforces an identity. Waking up early reinforces discipline. Hitting the snooze button reinforces procrastination. Choosing a healthy meal reinforces self-restraint. Giving into junk food reinforces impulsiveness. Small decisions may seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, they shape who a person becomes. The key is consistency. A single great day of effort means nothing if it is not repeated the next day, and the next, and the next. Discipline is built through repetition, through making the right choices over and over again until they become automatic. Another critical part of discipline is eliminating distractions. The modern world is filled with endless opportunities for procrastination. Social media, entertainment, mindless scrolling, these things may feel harmless, but they steal time, energy, and focus. Those who cultivate, they control their environment instead of letting their environment control them. They remove distractions, schedule their time with intention, and create systems that make it easier to stay on track. They do not rely on willpower alone. They build a structure that supports their goals. Discipline is also about embracing discomfort. Growth does not happen in comfort. Progress does not come from taking the easy path. Those who achieve greatness understand that pain, struggle, and sacrifice are necessary parts of the journey. They welcome the hard work because they know it makes them stronger. They push themselves beyond their limits, not because it is easy, but because it is necessary. They train their minds and bodies to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. They do not run from challenges, they run toward them. But discipline is not about perfection. It is not about never making mistakes or never having setbacks. It is about getting back on track quickly. Everyone has moments of weakness. Everyone faces temptation. Everyone has days where they fall short. But those with true discipline do not let one bad day turn into a bad week. They do not let one mistake turn into failure. They recognize the slip, correct their course, and move forward without hesitation. They do not dwell on failures. They learn from them and keep going. The most powerful thing about discipline is that it creates freedom. Most people think discipline is restrictive, that it takes away choices. But the truth is, discipline creates more choices. It creates more opportunities. When someone is disciplined with their health, they have the freedom to live a strong, energetic life. When someone is disciplined with their finances, they have the freedom to make choices without stress. When someone is disciplined in their career, they have the freedom to create success on their own terms. The more disciplined a person is, the more control they have over their life. Discipline is the foundation of greatness. It is not something people are born with. It is something they train, something they develop, something they strengthen every single day. It is what separates the dreamers from the doers, the talkers from the achievers. Those who cultivate relentless discipline do not hope for success. They create it. They do not rely on motivation. They rely on their commitment. They do not make excuses. They make progress. And because of that, they win over and over again. Master your mindset. Everything begins in the mind. the way challenges are handled, the way opportunities are pursued, and the way life is experienced all come down to one thing: mindset. The difference between those who thrive and those who struggle is not luck, talent, or resources. It is the ability to control thoughts, shift perspectives, and cultivate a mindset that supports growth and success. Most people let their external circumstances dictate how they feel and what they believe is possible. But those who master their mindset take control. They do not react to life, they shape it. The mind is the most powerful tool available. It can be a force that builds success or a weapon that destroys potential. The way it is trained determines the results it produces. Most people allow limiting beliefs to control them. They say things like, "I'm not smart enough," "I'm not lucky enough," or "I don't have what it takes." These thoughts create a mental prison, keeping them stuck in fear and doubt. But the truth is, those limits only exist because they are believed. The moment the mind is reprogrammed to reject these limitations, new possibilities open up. Those who achieve greatness do not let fear-based thinking hold them back. They replace self-doubt with certainty, replace fear with action, and refuse to let negative thoughts control their future. One of the most powerful shifts that can be made is moving from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. A fixed mindset says, "This is just who I am. I can't change." A growth mindset says, "I can learn, improve, and become anything I choose." A fixed mindset sees failure as a reason to quit. A growth mindset sees failure as feedback, a lesson, a necessary part of the journey. Those who master their mindset understand that abilities are not fixed, success is not predetermined, and challenges are not roadblocks. They are stepping stones. Every setback is an opportunity to grow stronger, smarter, and more resilient. The quality of thoughts determines the quality of life. Negative thinking leads to negative outcomes. Positive thinking leads to positive outcomes. This does not mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to focus on solutions rather than problems. It means training the brain to see opportunities instead of obstacles. Those who succeed are not the ones who never experience setbacks. They are the ones who refuse to dwell on them. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" they ask, "How can I use this to grow?" Instead of saying, "This is impossible," they say, "There is always a way." The questions asked shape the answers received, and those answers shape the actions taken. Mastering the mind also means mastering emotions. Fear, doubt, frustration, these emotions will always exist, but they do not have to control decisions. Those who dominate in life understand that emotions are temporary. They do not make decisions based on feelings in the moment. Instead, they stay committed to their vision no matter what emotions arise. They train themselves to push forward even when they feel uncertain. They understand that the mind will always try to avoid discomfort, but real growth happens outside the comfort zone. The more the mind is trained to embrace challenges, the stronger it becomes. One of the fastest ways to shift a mindset is through gratitude. Most people focus on what they lack, what is missing, or what is wrong, but those who have a powerful mindset focus on what they already have, what is working, and what is possible. Gratitude shifts energy. It moves attention away from problems and towards solutions. It creates a mindset of abundance instead of scarcity. And the more gratitude is practiced, the more there is to be grateful for. Mastering the mind also requires surrounding oneself with the right influences. The people around us shape the way we think, whether we realize it or not. Being around negative, fearful, or doubtful individuals will slowly infect the mind with those same patterns. But being around positive, ambitious, and driven individuals will elevate thinking and expectations. Environment matters. Those who control their surroundings, who actively seek out mentors and communities that challenge them to grow, are the ones who rise to the highest levels. Another key to mental mastery is visualization. The mind does not know the difference between imagination and reality. When a goal is clearly visualized, when it is felt, seen, and experienced in the mind, it becomes more achievable. High performers use visualization to mentally rehearse success before it happens. They see themselves winning, overcoming challenges, and stepping into their highest potential. This practice strengthens belief and programs the subconscious to take actions that align with that vision. Mastering the mind is a lifelong process, but it is the most important work that can be done. The thoughts entertained daily will either build a life of success or create a life of struggle. Those who take control of their mindset take control of their future. They do not allow fear, doubt, or negativity to dictate their choices. They choose growth, they choose resilience, they choose to see opportunities where others see obstacles. And because of that, they turn their dreams into reality. Take massive, consistent action. Nothing changes without action. Dreams remain dreams, plans remain ideas, and goals remain distant unless action is taken. Success does not come from wishing, hoping, or waiting. It comes from doing. Those who achieve greatness are not the ones with the best ideas. They are the ones who take the boldest and most consistent action. They do not wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect conditions. They move forward despite uncertainty, despite fear, and despite obstacles. They understand that massive action is the only way to turn potential into reality. Most people hesitate, they overthink, doubt themselves, and wait for everything to feel right before they start. But the truth is, waiting kills momentum. It keeps people stuck in the same place, wondering why nothing is changing. Action is what creates clarity. The only way to know if something will work is to try it. The only way to get better is to start. Even if the first steps are messy, even if mistakes are made, forward movement is the key. Success is not about getting it right the first time. It is about staying in motion, adjusting, and improving along the way. Taking action is not just about doing something once, it is about consistency. Too many people take action for a few days, feel excited, and then stop when results do not come fast enough. But real change requires persistence. The ones who succeed are the ones who keep going long after the excitement fades. They show up every day, put in the effort, and refuse to quit. They understand that repetition is the foundation of mastery. Whether it is building a skill, growing a business, improving health, or creating a new habit, small, consistent actions over time lead to massive results. One of the biggest obstacles to action is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. But fear does not disappear by thinking about it. It disappears by moving through it. The more action is taken, the less power fear has. Those who achieve extraordinary success are not fearless. They simply refuse to let fear stop them. They feel the fear and take action anyway. They understand that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward despite it. Another common excuse is the need for a perfect plan. But perfectionism is just another form of procrastination. Waiting for everything to be perfect before starting is a guaranteed way to never start at all. No plan will ever be flawless. No journey will ever be without setbacks. The most successful people know that action leads to progress, and progress leads to better strategies. They do not wait for the perfect plan. They take imperfect action and improve along the way. Taking massive action also means taking responsibility. Too many people blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck for their lack of results. But those who take ownership of their lives refuse to make excuses. They do not wait for someone else to give them permission. They do not waste time complaining about what they cannot control. Instead, they focus entirely on what they can control, their actions, their effort, and their mindset. When responsibility is fully accepted, excuses disappear and real progress begins. Another key to taking massive action is urgency. Most people act as if they have all the time in the world. They say they will start someday, but someday never comes. Those who succeed treat their goals as urgent. They do not wait for the right time. They make now the right time. They act with intensity, with focus, and with a determination that refuses to be slowed down. They understand that every day wasted is a day that could have been spent building something great. Massive action also means being relentless. Challenges will come, obstacles will appear, there will be moments of exhaustion, frustration, and doubt. But persistence is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. The greatest achievements in history did not happen because someone tried once and got lucky. They happened because someone refused to quit, no matter how many times they failed. They kept pushing, kept adapting, and kept moving forward until they reached their goal. Taking action is not just about working hard. It is about working smart. It is about being intentional, tracking progress, and constantly improving. Those who succeed are always learning, always adjusting, and always finding better ways to get results. They do not just work for the sake of being busy. They work with purpose. They set clear goals, measure their progress, and refine their approach to maximize their impact. At the end of the day, the difference between success and failure is action. No amount of knowledge, talent, or potential matters without execution. Those who take massive, consistent action are the ones who create extraordinary results. They do not let fear, doubt, or setbacks hold them back. They do not wait for permission, the right moment, or the perfect plan. They move forward, take risks, and make things happen. And because of that, they turn their vision into reality.